Oh, let me refresh this. Yo, what's up, you guys? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to my stream. Happy Saturday. We got extra long weekend this week. Oh, hold up. Let me refresh this again. How's everybody doing? Just wanted to do a live stream. Talk about anything you guys want to talk about. Stocks, crypto, just the overall market. We could talk about Polestar, GGPI, or Lucid. And we can even talk about some of the earnings. I was just gonna do some research anyway, so I was gonna just go live stream and see if anybody had any questions or wanted to help me out. But yeah, we're gonna do some options. We're gonna dive into some options flow, and if you guys need some plays, then maybe we can put them down in the chat, and also we can take a look at the flow for it. Let me set something up really quick and then we'll be good to go. And I gotta make sure my audio's not coming through. Remember, like last time, that shit was not good. But there's a few articles that were coming out this weekend. Divergence, what was it? Let me see. Not the Divergence one, was it? Stock market, DraftKings, McDonald's. Yeah. Let me, 1 second, you guys. Divergence, cheat sheet. That's not what I wanted. Wanted to look at stock market news. Let's see. Just gonna put that in real quick. Stock market news. There we go. Stock market crash. There was an article that came out that I wanted to read to you guys. This one right here, doomsayers. Basically talking about how they expect a rally. So I guess we could start with this article really quick. This guy's saying, looking at the SPY right now, stock market is doomed for 2022. But we actually already corrected a whole bunch. So I don't know if you guys looked at the SPY recently. I'm sure you have, but we are actually pulled all the way down. And I'm going to give you guys an idea from the top how much we're down year to date. So we're down about 24%. That is basically somewhere, what he's saying, nearly 20, wait. Yeah, down 22%. This year it's already down 22%. So deep into correction territory, but I think at the bottom he was saying that we could have a rally. So don't be fooled, especially because this is like a very strong support. So these are just some of the levels that I've marked out. And then we can look at some of the options for some of the stocks that are coming up this week. I have like Fedex, we have Carnival Cruise Lines, and what else do I have? I think that was it. I do want to go through, oh, I have like Clorox and Ford. There's a few other plays that might be interesting this week. I think everybody's probably out in the grilling out and stuff, so we might not make this a long stream. I have plans to hang out with some of the homies later too, so we'll just kind of see how it goes. But around this level here is where I'm seeing some major support around the 62 range here, and we basically touched it, kind of bounced off. Let me get rid of that and zoom in here really quick. We might need to go to a smaller time frame actually. Let me do 15 minutes and reset this. So yeah, we came down to about 62. And now it looks like we're trying to get back above 68 is really a key level to watch. I think if we can get above this level, then we can probably fill this gap back up to 78. Because I think we essentially gapped down. Was that right? Did we gap down? Let me make sure. We have a few gaps over here, by the way. So yeah, I guess this is technically a small gap, but the main ones that I'm watching are the ones that are up here. This 390, 385 range, that's the one I'm watching, and then this 400 range here. So we have two gaps, got those marked out, because if we do start trending back up, it's going to really want to push back into these levels and get these filled, hopefully. I would say at the very least retouch that 83, that 85 level. Whether we can fill that gap at that point, we'll just kind of wait and see how the volume's doing. But this is a few different keys to watch, definitely those gaps. And like I said, on a smaller time frame, we have some gaps in here as well. So the level to watch here will probably be this 368. And you can see we've been trying to climb up there. Honestly, this kind of looks like inverse head and shoulders, I would say. It's kind of. Although the head is pretty small, we could do this. And then once we break out of 70, things could get pretty interesting, I would say. But of course, we first need to get back above 68. But I really do think that 62 level is a very strong support. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely think the bottom is near. Short term, temporarily. Let me get that straight. I think we still have a long way to go. I think probably the end road will probably be around 350, 340. I'll have to look at some of these levels. So I got 55. I'll show you guys in a bit. But yeah, look, mainly here we got this level here, this gap that we basically gapped down after the Fed. Was this on the 16th? Let me make sure I got these dates right for you. Thursday. So Thursday, oof. And then the 17th, where's the 17 at? This is all 17 here. So we already gapped down from the 15th. So this is from Wednesday to Thursday. Sheesh. That shit's not good, my guy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I would say definitely watch the 68 level, and then we can basically form this inverse head and shoulders, I think. So we could be climbing or just sideways for a bit, and then midweek or something, we can try to retest those 68 level. And if we can break above here, then you got this beautiful inverse head and shoulders, and we can basically fill this gap here, I would say. What do you guys think? Just, you know, just looking ahead to see some of the possible patterns. Obviously, most of these don't ever come true for me, but just an idea there. And then I'm zooming back out so you guys can see some of the bigger levels to watch down towards the bottom. And if you guys have tickers to watch, definitely put them in the comments. But this one right here, I mean, this is basically our most recent highs from like 2020, September, actually, to be exact. Basically double top there. Then we got back above it, and it actually became a really good support, right? So this is going to be a major level to watch, because then after that we started, you know, on that bull run. So I think it's interesting level to watch there. And of course we got that 62, 63 level, which we've been watching. If we break this, then I would say definitely watch, you know, it's like 10-point intervals, really, like 63 to 55, close to 10-point intervals. Excuse me. So those are the downside levels. And then I basically showed you guys the, let me clear this out of the way. To the upside, what do we have? Which levels do we have? We have, I mean, just some stuff could get pretty crazy, you know? Because I think everything is, all the news and stuff, I don't really think we have major big events, at least not this coming week. And we can look at some of that in the investing.com in a second. But I think short term, oops, I thought my thing was off. I think in the short term, I mean, everything's already quotation priced in or whatever, you know? There's no more big events, I don't think. I mean, we still have oil demand still being there, but China possibly locking down and little baby events. But I think the big stuff is not going to be till the next FOMC meeting, or we'll take a look at that in just a second. But these are definitely the levels that I'm watching, like I showed you, and then we can possibly fill these gaps up here. At the very least, possibly return and fill those, because SPY tends to like to fill those gaps. You know what I mean? So every time, I know we were kind of gapping up and coming down, they're pretty much all filled at this point now. And don't really have any that I can show you as proof, but usually likes to fill all the gaps. So that's that. Let me shift back over to this. This is basically, it just came out today, June 18th, this morning. And JP Morgan, I guess, I don't know how, if you guys see them as pretty reputable, but I like the JP Morgan. I think they're pretty legit. Here are 3 stocks. I'm honestly not paying attention to the stocks. I already looked at these. There's one that's actually good, and that's Microsoft. The other ones I wouldn't really consider looking at. I think they're like management funds. Excuse me. But basically what he was saying in this is obviously everybody's like positioning themselves for a recession in the next coming year, 12 months, right? Basically positioning for a recession, but that's still 12 months out. So I think the market's still going to continue doing its thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to just go down for 12 months. Like, that's not realistic. I mean, it could be, but me personally, I think a lot of the stuff is priced in right now. And until we get more data, I think the market will continue to go sideways, do those mini rallies, and not really sell off as much, because we are at pretty big levels. I mean, like I said, we've already lost about 22% this year. That's insane for like when the year's only halfway over, right? So, and then I guess Lako's, I'm not sure. I guess he's I don't know who he is, honestly. He's part of the JP Morgan, I believe, but he's saying we could have a rally to 4,900. So right now we're like 370, well 360 actually, but 370 when this thing came out or posted. So 31% upside. I don't really know how realistic that is. I mean, let's just get an idea of what we did last year. I mean, we had a pretty big rally. See, this is 2020, but I do think we'll definitely go back up to the 400s to retouch those, in my opinion, though. But I'm not a financial advisor again. Let's look at the how much this thing actually went in a year. So this is October, November, December, June, about June here, or January, I'm sorry. And then at the end of the year, we were up to basically 43%. Is that right? Wait, no, that's not right. Is it? No, that's not right. December, January. My bad, I messed this one up, y'all. Here we go. This is January. 26%. That's big. That's big gains for 1 year for the SPY. So I guess 30, what do you say, 30%? 31%? It could be. I would be more inclined to do, just to be conservative. I mean, half of this would be like 13%. I would say 13%. So let's just say we did 13% from where we're at right now. I mean, even if we did what we did last year, that would bring us back up to 460. Because, again, we're like at 2021 levels now. So let's just do half of this just to be conservative. We could even do 20% if you guys want to. Well, I would say 13%. Yeah, so kind of 13% bring us back up to the 400 range. That's what I'm really looking at. Which, I mean, I'm just eyeballing stuff here, so don't take any of this as financial advice. But, yeah, we've been selling off for a while, and JP Morgan's seeing some upside. And don't miss, Bill Gates says cryptos are a fool's game. We don't care about that. These are the 3 stocks he was talking about. The work management platform, Smartsheet, I've never heard of it. I'm pretty oblivious to it though, but I'm not going to pay attention to it. This one does seem interesting. Microsoft, right? Been selling off for a while. 26% for 2022. I think this is probably the only good one. I don't know what Eli Lilly is. Pharmaceuticals, I'm not a big fan of biotechs and everything like that. But Microsoft could be interesting. So let's take a look at Microsoft. And if you guys have stocks you guys want to talk about, definitely put them in the comments. This one seems to be in the channel. But I also kind of see like that head and shoulders pattern, right? From, what was this, back in December? We had like a potential head and shoulders here, right? So the end target for Microsoft looks like it's going to be, I've already had that marked out actually, down at this level, 225. YC I am off. What's up, Michael? Is that YC I am off? Is that a song? What's up, man? What's going on? You want me to look at YC? Is that a ticker? Oh, yeah, thanks for joining the stream, man. YC, I know that that's a rapper. I don't know if you're talking about the rapper. Really quick though, Microsoft still seems to be in that head and shoulders pattern. Like, I would say 225, 230. I would probably, probably this level down here, the support. 230, I'd say it'd be the bottom for it. It does also seem to be inside this channel as well. Let me clear this head and shoulders real quick. It does seem to be in this channel here, right? So I do see we could possibly bounce off of here, back up to the mid of this channel, which would be like 250 to what? It's not much, but that's just how long it takes, honestly. It could come back up faster to like 260. Somewhere around here, 260, that's $13. It's not much. It's not much, but it's honest work. So that's what this is doing right now. It looks like it's in this downward trend. I think at the end of the line, or the end of the day, it's going to try to retouch this base down here, which is right here, 230. I would say 230 would be interesting for Microsoft, and possibly we can add some calls there. And I like to trade options like a month out, so I have plenty of time. So if you guys were interested in doing, let's look at the premiums to see what's going on with Microsoft. This is my Microsoft options flow data. Let's take a look at it. This is from Unusual Wealth, so if you guys haven't looked at them, definitely. Oh, look at this. Towards the end, 13:30. This is like 30 minutes before close. No, an hour before close. 30 minutes before close. Tons of people buying the 250 calls. They're not really all at the ask, but they're definitely between the spreads. They're not really like these are coming in straight at the ask, 1460. So they're actually pretty expensive, but these are pretty close to the money and are pretty far out. So that's like 2 months out. These are the August 19s, the 150, the 250s. What are we trading at again? 247. So super in the money. And let's look at the open interest on these and the volume ratio. Ooh, so it looks like people started buying these just a few days ago, actually. Let's look. So on Wednesday, it looks like people started buying options for this. They bought about 1,300 and about 1,100 of those carried over. And then they added another 500 and about 350 carried over. And then it looks like they added another 500 on, what was this, Friday? And so hopefully this will go up higher to about, let's just be conservative. So 500, let's just say only 300 carryover. So this open interest will be around close to 3,000, but let's just say 2,800. Like I said, trying to be conservative here. Let's click on the intratrade analysis and see what's going on with the overall flow. This is the new intraday cope and everything. I'm still trying to learn how to do this. Huge cope drop, and then so this cope drop here, and then it followed by this price drop makes kind of sense. And then towards the end, cope started rising again, but the price hasn't reflected that. So there could be a small rally. I think Microsoft is still pretty hard in general to trade as far as options flow. I like to look at the biggest option trades, and actually let me plug in this so you guys can follow along if you guys want. You guys can sign up for Unusual Whales. I'm sure you guys already have it because it's a great platform. But if you don't, create a free account and you can get 5% off my referral code, and it helps out the channel. So definitely consider using it. And I'm going to pin that up here. And I actually want to know what you guys are thinking about the stock market. I'm going to make a poll. Is that cool with y'all? I'm going to make a poll really quick. What do you guys think? Honestly, I think the market's going to be green this week just because we have an extra day of a break. I think people will be ready to go back into the market. Market predictions for Tuesday. I think it'll be green. I think everybody's going to be ready after a long holiday. I don't know if it's really a holiday because some people will be working still, but anyway, you guys are feel free to vote there if you guys want. I'm saying green, and it kind of sucks because I got puts on stuff, but I'm going to keep it real with y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to try not to be biased. And it looks like those 240s came in for July also, so it's a $5 million order. It's volumes greater than the open interest, which this is actually a very interesting contract. So you can see this is the open interest. I'm not sure if it shows up pretty good on your end, guys. Let me see. Can you guys see these numbers, these values here? So just on Thursday, this call, this 240 call, which is already in the money, but you can still get upside on this. Because the price on that will go up. But just on Thursday, there was only like 463 contracts out there. Somebody bought over, there's a huge volume day on Thursday, which let me see what happened on Thursday for the SPY in general. This will be actually interesting just to understand. So on Thursday, there was huge options being bought for calls for Microsoft, but the market was red. So that doesn't really make sense, right? And that's what you want to do. You want to buy on red days, you want to sell on green days. So people were buying Microsoft. Let's look at what Microsoft did on Thursday. So yeah, you see how on Thursday, was it Thursday? There was a red day. People were buying calls. And now it actually looks bullish. Like just looking at a smaller time frame, like closer zooming in. Let me go to 1 hour really quick. This might be the bottom short term. Microsoft looks interesting actually. We have like, it's too early to say ascending wet or like higher lows. It is making higher lows, but it looks like a double bottom here. So breaking out outside of what, 255, and we'll probably run all the way back up to this level up here, 269. This is on a shorter time frame. Interesting. So it does look good. Microsoft looks good. But I would watch this ascending support here. Looks like it's, basically finding a bottom, and it's been respecting this downward channel. So probably a relief bounce maybe is possible for Microsoft, possibly from 260 to 269 if we can get above these levels here. I'm still curious to what Michael was saying. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, nobody voted for the stock market. I think everybody's probably out kayaking and stuff. Let's see what's going on. Hope you make it out, brother. Yeah, I got some plans with some friends tonight, so I'm excited. Got some things to do. We're gonna go play some poker, make some money, hopefully. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, I think that was all I had on this article here. Now we can really just look at the options flow stuff. The 240 for Microsoft looked interesting, so maybe we should go back and look at that. Even JP Morgan saying it's a buy. So let me go back over to that intratrade analysis. So this is basically, sorry I kind of pivot so much, but yeah, like I was saying, the market was bad on Thursday. That's the 16th. It was red, but people were buying calls, and most of those calls actually carried over. So you can see about 3,800 of those carried over. And then on Friday, market is green. We got more call volume, so there's like less fear going away, I would say. By the way, I got puts on a few different things, so I'm bearish on the market, but I think it's going to be a green week, or a couple green days coming up early next week. I just think that 360 level is pretty strong, and I don't know, it'd be hard to imagine SPY coming down at 350. It's possible. I think it will hit 350, but I think short term we'll have like some premium burn, some premium kill, and it'll try to go back up to some of these other levels. But I don't know, it could all be the temporary bottom. Like I said, we'll kind of wait and see. That yeah, we have those levels here, the 354 level and 362, 363. So like I said, we temporarily bottomed out here. I think we're going to go back and retest these descending trend line. So it'd probably come back up to 368, 370. What do y'all think? That's just something I think right now. We'll see how this volume carries over for Microsoft, and hopefully they have like 9,000 in contract open interest by Tuesday. That's the biggest order for that day, for Friday. And then the biggest second order was, I mean, this is a huge order, by the way. Let me just make that also kind of clear. It got bought at the ask, so 10-cent spread, but it got bought at the ask, so that's pretty big. And previously to that, the size is pretty big. So like I said, volume greater than the open interest, and that's because it had like what, 5,000 or something. Yes sir, yes sir. The second biggest order is not till next year, so I'm not really worried about next year, so I wouldn't even care about those, honestly. So let me mark these out, and we can actually, I can visualize this a lot better for y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where the hell is my thing? Okay, here we go. All right, let me cross. So this one's good, right? This one's actually, I'm gonna mark the ones that aren't important. So let me mark this one out because it's next year. Like, who cares about next year, you know? So that's next year. We don't care about that. These we don't care about either. Let me just copy this. We don't really care about any of these next years. I think I might be bullish. And I might post this play into Twitter. I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter. I'll post this on Twitter. So we don't really care about these because these are, like I said, next year or, yeah, further longer term. We're interested in short-term action. We're looking at these 5 million, which is a big order. Then we're looking at these here. Well, actually, not even this one. These are all puts for next year or 2 years out. Yeah, so I'm actually pretty bullish on Microsoft now that we're looking at this. Don't care about any of these. These are the ones that are kind of important, but again, they're bullish. So let's just mark the ones that we care about. We care about those. I'm gonna clear these out because it's just making things pretty messy. But these are the ones that are important. The other ones I don't care about because this is for next year. This is like super leaps, you know what I'm saying? And then these are super leaps, and they're bearish, but they're super leaps. And then this is short-term stuff. Oh, but these expired already. So we don't even care about these, honestly, because they expired. They expired in the money, so people got their cash out of these. Yeah, these are the two big ones, I guess, the 5.7 million, the 500K. Bullish. These are bullish too, but like I said, I don't track those because they're for 2024. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's that. On the options chain, these are all all the 617s. The only other one is the 245s. Is that the one that's down here? No, that's different. It's 245 calls. It's a big open interest. Well, volume, I'm sorry. Let me get that right. Yeah, I'm going to add this to my watch list too. The 245s, they're still in the money, so not that important, but still want to document those for Tuesday. And what else? The 624s, 250s, still bullish. Like, this is what's crazy about these orders. I'm going to go ahead and mark these up, actually. Most active chains. I think Microsoft might have a nice week. Let me slap these bad boys up real quick. For some reason, it keeps showing up right there. Do that. And we'll also take a look at some of the, shit. All right, so we don't care about 617s. These are interesting, the 624s. Then we don't care about any of those. These are bullish. These are actually these here. These are the only chains that are interesting because the other ones, they expire basically, so I don't look at those anymore. So 245s, super bullish. These are, I mean, 7,600 volume, like the ratio to the open interest is much smaller, so it looks like a lot of this is either being carried over, just a lot of volume hopefully carries over. These are the most active ones are calls. These 240 puts, definitely we can look at those to see if there's any spreads, because that is a big volume versus open interest. 240s, 245s. I would say these are probably the more interesting ones just because they're shorter. These are going to be basically weeklies now at this point. And the ones down here, I think overall though, it is leaning kind of more bullish, especially based off the July ones, the 240s and the 245s. And even the 250s for next week. So that's interesting there. We'll take a look at those later. And like I said, the COPE is rising as well on that. Let's just look at the flow breakdown chain. So huge expiration, a lot of money, 71K versus like the other ones, they're kind of small. Let's see what else going on. I probably will. Damn. Oh shoot. So big volume for the 624s next week. I might just be because they're weeklies now, but not much volume until the 715s, which are the ones that we were just talking about. Sir, let me just get a peep at what they're looking at. Look, tons of open interest on these. Isn't that crazy? I mean, basically both sides. This might be normal actually though for Microsoft. I don't trade Microsoft much. Go to the 715s. These are interesting here. The 240s, like I said, nothing really crazy down to the downside. It's more interesting to the upside. The 240s and the 245s. I think they're just playing it safe, but they're bullish. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think Microsoft is a good one to watch this week. I'm going to write that down. If I can get a nice flow tweet, I'll post that later. So that's that. Was there any other news that I wanted to cover? Oh yeah, this clown Kramer. I think on Thursday, what was he saying? Sell stocks into any rally. So you know you got to do the opposite basically. The Fed curbs any market bounce. I think, like I said, most of that stuff is priced in at this point, and we're at pretty critical levels. And this clown is saying to sell, so that means we're gonna rally. Because the other article was saying, yes, everybody's positioned themselves for the recession and everything, but like I said, it's gonna be a year. It's not like the market's just gonna stop functioning. for a whole year and then the recession's going to hit. I think the market's going to pivot, continue to do its thing. The market is pretty much heartless, so it's going to keep rallying, I think, and doesn't care about, it does care about the economic data, but you'll be surprised is what I'm saying. Until we see a pattern of higher employment, consumer spending, and lower oil prices, just presume that you need to sell stocks into any rally because the Fed's going to make sure those rallies are temporarily. I don't know. Now he's saying he's bullish, so the pain might be over faster than you expect. I don't know. He's a clown though. I would say though that there's earnings for next week. I don't really care about most of these. The only one that I would be interested in is Fedex. So I think, what are they supposed to make? They're making $6 per share. That's pretty good. Earnings will be after hours. And let me see what this dude's saying. Kramer said he expects disappointing results from the parent company. Oh, this is wrong one. Oh, he doesn't expect a good quarter for Fedex. That means it's going to be a good quarter. He's still interested on the state of the e-commerce. Let's just look at Fedex earnings history real quick. I think we traded this one last quarter. What did they do? They missed. They beat. What's their implied move? Let's look at their implied move real quick. We'll go here to Unusual Whales earnings. We'll click on Unusual Whales earnings. We'll do Fedex and we'll get an idea of what their earnings expectation is. So 7% implied move for Fedex. Sorry, I'm trying to zoom in so you guys can see, but it's not working. So 7%, right now it's trading at 230. So let's just do that really quick. It's going to be 229. What's the price? 220, let's just say, yeah, 229.30 times 1.07. That's so $15. It's pricing $15 to the upside. And I'd be more inclined to play it to the upside. Let's see what they, and let's actually, before I say that, let me do the downside real quick. It'd be 0.93 times 229. So 213. So 213 and 245. The last earnings they missed, did they move down or did they go up? They reported after hours on this day. So it closed at 228 and it opened at 221. So about $6 move. But it honestly looks like it's back on an uptrend, doesn't it? It's trying to get above the 200 moving average. I think if it can close above 230, it can come back up to at least 255, I think. I think the market's going to be cooling off too, so I'd be interested in seeing this one to the upside. What's their, this one is their, what, their Q1 or their Q2? The period ending in May. So let's see what they normally do for May. May, they usually miss. Ooh. They miss usually is what they're saying right here. They missed on the price, they beat on revenue, but they missed on earnings per share. They barely missed though. So I think they'll beat. I think they'll beat. Honestly, that's what I'm thinking. Doesn't a lot of people do their shipping and stuff beginning of the year? I would think so. Let me look at the we're gonna take a look at the IV on it because I think this one has a huge IV. I don't want to play options. Well, if you want to play options, I would play spreads. The IV's stupid thick right now. So implied IV crush. Let's look at the IV crush. Yeah, IV crush of 32%. So again, if you want to play options for this, I'd probably get a spread. I'll probably do a call debit spread. Is that right? I think you would do a call debit spread. And it would probably be up to about, I would probably do like, let me see if I can pull something up on my Robinhood real quick. See if I can pull something up. I mean, what would you guys play? Would you guys play it to the upside or the downside? It's insane right now what's going on with the market. Fedex, I'm looking at 230 right now for next week, June 24th. You'll want to do, actually you could do put credit spreads. Yeah, you'll want to put credit spreads because the IV drop is going to be good for your debits, for your credit spreads. And let me make sure I got that right for you guys. We're going to do put credit spreads. I think this is a bullish order, right? What is a put credit spread? It's a neutral or bullish option strategy, right? So we would probably want to sell like some options that are up here, some puts that are near like 240, because they would expire worthless, basically, right? Let me see what I can pull up real quick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're gonna buy like the 42s and sell. Oh no, my bad. We're gonna sell the 42s, buy the 40s. That's a put credit spread, and that's not good. That's not good. Let's do the 45s. Nah, the put credit spreads are trash. Why? Why are they so bad? I'm gonna sell the 250s. Buy the 247s. Ew, no. What do you guys think for credit spreads? Let me look real quick. I'm gonna sell the June 24th 250s and I'm gonna buy the 247s. That's a put credit spread, but it's not looking good. That's weird as fuck. I don't know why it's so expensive, my guy. We're gonna sell the 57s. Nah. Something's going on here. What would you buy right now? I mean, I could do the put debit spread. Let me do a put debit spread. No, I could do a call debit spread. Let's see if there's anything going on in the call side. So we could buy the 230s and sell the 232s. That'd be a call debit spread. I think the premium's just all whack on this one, my guy. Alright, so I'm gonna buy the 240s and sell the 242s. See, that's much better. You're risking 98 for 152. I mean, it's not great returns, and it's kind of risky, but let's see if we can go up higher. Yeah, see, this one's much better. The 242s and the 245s. That's a call debit spread, but it's for low IV. So basically, if you were to do the 242s, if you buy the 242 call and then sell the 245, then you're risking $84 and your max profit is 166. But it would have to close above at least 242 to break even, or no, break even would be 243. So anything above 243 you would make money. If you want to make the complete 166, it would have to close above 245, but that's doable, I think, because remember the implied move is 7%, right? 1.07%, about $46, 246. Yes sir, yes sir. But let me see if I can get a good put credit spread, because that's really what I want to put or play. Just can't find something right now. Selling the 245s because those are deep in the money, and then buying the 242s just in case. See, the ratio's all fucked up. Let me go higher just in case, but put credit spread. Yeah, they playing with me right now. Am I doing this wrong? Am I doing this wrong? You feel me? Anyway, I haven't really figured out what I'm gonna do with Fedex. I'm expecting to the upside, unless it does a double top up here, which would be bad. But I would be bullish. I would be bullish. Great train, especially with gas prices, my guy. People are, whew. I mean, it's actually also getting outside of this trend, no? Yeah, it's trying to get outside of this trend, which is bullish. Yes, sir. I think I'm bullish on Fedex. And I mean, another reason is like we had a huge sell-off, right? But it just skyrocketed because I think they did the dividend stuff, right? Did they raise their dividends or something? Let me do something real quick. Fedex. How do you spell Fedex? Fedex stock news. I think they raised their dividend, which is bullish for them. Yeah, stock up 14% on dividend hike and board changes. Yes, sir. So right now that the IV is like really high, it's best to sell high IV strategies, what you might call it. So when the IV dumps, then your shit goes up, basically. That's what I'm trying to do, but maybe that's why the price is so jank right now on the put side. I'm trying to sell some puts, but it ain't cooperating with your boy. I'm gonna just straight up sell the put for 245. No, I'm kidding. I would not do that. Come on now. Come on. Buying the 242. Yeah, no, they playing with your boy. I'm gonna go down lower. See if I can sell the 232s, buy the... Yeah, see, they're so bad. The ratio's so bad. Which maybe makes sense. I mean, you're gonna risk less money, but... I mean, you're gonna risk more money for the return, but maybe it's inclining that it's more of an easier win. You feel you, boy? I think so. So, anyway, I'm done with that. Let me see what we got up here. Oh yeah, anybody taking a look at Bitcoin? Bitcoin's taking a dumpy, isn't it? Where's it at? Like 18 still? Yeah. That's bad. That's bad. You get rid of that because that was not even right. It's still in a sell-off. I think it's going to come down to 15 or 16 at least. Let's look at the history down here. Down here was this 2020 levels. Damn. I'm just going to mark up some stuff real quick. We got this level here. Where's it at? It's already coming here. Yeah, it's going to come down to 17.6. So another $600 drop. And probably down to this level, which we already marked up, I think. Did we already mark this one up? Let me take a look. Yes, sir. And I was telling somebody on Twitter that this looks like a head and shoulders pattern. Let me mark up this level first, and then yeah, I already got this marked up. Yeah, that's at 16K level. After that, man, things are gonna get really serious for real. Real serious. Look at this, is like huge pure FOMO right here. So people, there's no like supports at that level. Not all the way down till 12, about 12.50, 12. Yeah. It's gonna be crazy sell-offs. I don't think it's done either, because there's nothing changing as far as like the thesis right now. Everybody's scared. It's not just gonna change overnight, I don't think. Like there's temporarily rallies. Like where was that? Like a few days ago there was temporarily rallies. Like, oh, bottom's in. Like this right here. And then it was just a bull trap basically. Yes, sir. Why didn't I delete this? I thought I deleted this. Yeah, it basically... Oh, this is my old level. What the hell? What the hell was that? Oh, my shit was right then. It was right. What the hell? It was basically right. The support was there. The effort was there. Yeah, you can see the support was there. Damn, I suck. The support was basically there. Support was there. Once it broke this support, huge sell-off. I didn't get the resistance, but you can see once it broke through this resistance here, then it did a rally. So you can just chart these things up, pretty simple. And then you can just move this bad boy out here. I don't know. Taking that off though. We're taking this level stuff doesn't work anymore. This was basically a bear flag. But just going up to the further time frame, I'm just kind of all over the place. I was telling people, or I posted on Twitter, this might be like a head and shoulders. I don't know if it's really a head and shoulders. You know what's crazy? It could be even like this is a head and shoulders, like here. What do y'all think about that? Even a bigger head and shoulders. That'd be insane, wouldn't it? I was just thinking this little baby shoulder here. We got the head. We got the other shoulder. You got the neckline. So the distance of this is going to be the distance of the breakdown, right? So I think the level was down to about 5,000. But it could even be this is a shoulder. Weird ass shoulder though. What y'all think? And then the neckline is this. Oof. That's crazy, isn't it? Yes, sir. That's actually kind of weird. Which would still be the same downtrend. Let me just go ahead and populate this. A key. Oh no. Can I go negative? What the fuck? No, it can't go negative. Will it? Would it go negative? Oh, that's insane if it goes negative. Y'all think you think Bitcoin will go to a negative price? Maybe that's the head and shoulders that really's there. This is clearly not a double top because the double top is 69. And it topped out at 65 here. So it broke out. Nothing nice. That Powell looks fire. LOL. Yeah, I'm down to not home right now. Crazy ass storm right now. Damn. Is the homie on? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I'm not gonna be on later though, cause I got some plans. Big Daddy finally calling the shots. No one's seen him. Yeah, Kramer's been clowning. Let's just look at the earnings for next week. Oh, we already have them. Let me pull them up. I already have them, boy. Like a light, out like a light. Actually, let me pull this up on the big screen so we can edit it. How about that? Here, open with GreenShot. That's the go-to program. Open an image editor. Where's it at? Here we go. On the big screen, boy. Now we're gonna resize it 1500. And then we can, oh, hold up. My bad. I hate live streams sometimes because I mess up. Not everything's in order. 1350. Let's do that. I was out like a light. Zoom in. I'm trying to get it going here. There we go. That's beautiful. Out like a, okay, so this is earnings for next week. This is Lazy Boy. I think it's a retail. I think puts. I'm just initially guessing, you know, puts. Friday is gonna be interesting. Because I think they have like some buyout rumors or something like that. And these are really the only ones that are important to me, honestly. Everything else is either biotech or boomer stocks. Lazy Boy, I haven't really looked into it. I don't even know their ticker. But we can look at it. We can look at it for sure, for sure. I was out like a light. Lazy Boy. What? How the hell do you spell that? Lays, is this it? LZB, LZ Boy Incorporated. Where's it at? It's at $22 stock. Okay, LZB. Let's look at the implied move real quick from Unusual Whale. You know, I gotta plug in the homies. It's LZB implied move 12%. So that's gonna be about, oh no, that's not even worth playing, my guy. It's $2. Come on now. I'm not gonna play that one. It's a retail though. I think pretty sure it's retail. We have one and engages in production of reclining chairs and manufacturing distribution of residential furniture. I think this will be an easy put. There's a few retail furniture stuff that got dumped on earnings. Let me make sure I got that right though. This earnings, oh no, this is another expensive one though. Business through Restoration Hardware offers furniture. This was a furniture store. But it actually did good. So let me make sure where it's at. Here, surprise beat. But this is expensive stuff though. You know, Lazy Boy, I don't think it's expensive. It's Walmart brand. The other one that was Wayfair. Please, somebody short this. I actually made good money on this earnings. Did I make good? I made earnings. Yeah, I did good on these earnings, boy. This got dumped. It's a furniture Chinese stock. online home furnishing store, operates through US international segments. Yeah, this was furniture and got dumped. So I think Lazy Boy could be LZB is what it's called. I'm not saying they miss. Looks like they alternate their earnings. They missing. Yeah, already got dumped. That's insane. Big move there. Let's just look at the options flow for this real quick. Well, before we start, let's look if we're looking at their IV first. Gotta look at the IV, boy. LZB, Lazy Boy. Look at the IV real quick. IV's pretty pumped, but we care about the IV crush. 7%. Okay, so this might be something good to trade. Now we want to look at... So we're bullish on Microsoft. Let's get that right. We're bullish on Microsoft. Now let's look at LZB. There's no flow in this because there's no money coming in on this. It's bearish AF though. Looks like they're selling puts, selling calls. Everything's kind of bearish. Let's just look at the intratrade tab real quick and close out some of this flow ratio. Ooh. No, there's not big money. There's not a lot of money in this, honestly. Yeah, it's not even worth it. They don't even have like weekly chains. Like everything's on the monthly basis. There is like volume on the put side for $20. It looks like it's bullish, but $20. These might actually be worth looking at, honestly. I might get me a couple LZB puts for July. And what's that? That's the $20. That would be a 10% move. Plus you would have a few weeks. I think those are kind of worth it. The $20 puts for $7.15. Those are interesting. I'll write those down. Those are the only ones that actually have any volume. But honestly, the volume is dead, and probably the volume on this thing is dead too. Yeah, the volume's only 88K. Come on now. 888K. Honestly, not at earnings that's interesting, but it could be important to the downside. I wouldn't say important. I would say I will predict it's going to the downside, but we'll see. Fedex, Blackberry. We already kind of covered Fedex. I think we're bullish on it. Now we should probably cover the options flow. Let's look at the options flow for it. Fedex. Oh, it's bearish. Ford. I do want to talk about Ford because I saw some orders come in for this, but Gamma score. Cope is coming down. Cope is coming down on Fedex. And there's a lot of puts being closed is what it looks like. Let me just go ahead and just analyze these big option trades and look at the ones that are important to me. Where the hell is my thing at? Right there. Okay, so we got the puts. Biggest order is a put. Oh, these are next year, so we don't really care about next year. We do care about these though. Not these, but we do care about these. 24s. Everything else up here is either next year, so I'm not paying attention to them, or they're expired. And then the ones that we do care about are 2 bearish ones and 1 bullish one. So let's just look at those. These are $300 puts though. They expire this week. And then the other ones are 232 calls. They're buying calls. So that might be interesting to look at. What was it? The 415? Oh, I didn't even get the bottom ones. Look at the bottom ones. Here's the bottom ones. The 250s. These are important too, actually. So more bearish orders. 250s. These are the only ones that it's mainly bearish. It looks like it's mainly bearish. Let's look at these calls though for next week. So they're buying 232s, they're selling 230s. They're buying 232s, selling 230s. Oh. So that is... What is that? That's a... I think that's a put credit spread. Let me... I'm sorry, a call credit. Call credit spread. I think that's what they're doing. Which is a bearish order. Yeah. Let me look at... Oh, this might be a good play too, actually. 232s, they're buying the 232s, they're selling the 230s. Call credit spread. That's call credit spread is bullish, is bearish. Call credit spread is bearish. Call credit spreads because they collect bear calls are also known as call credit spreads. Yeah, they're call credit spreads. Call credit spreads because they collect a credit when the trade is entered. Let me go to the definition for you guys real quick. Short-term call spreads considered limited and reward strategy. How is the I guess this explains it. Does this explain it for you guys? The max profit's 200. It's a call credit spread. Pretty sure this is a bearish order. I'm gonna be bearish on Fedex then because of this order right here. Yes, sir. So they're buying $300 puts and they're doing call credit spreads, which are bearish. So two bearish orders here. The other ones are bearish too. The 250s. Yes, sir. And let me look at this spread too. Oh my goodness. Super bearish on the orders for Fedex. Cope dropped. Alright. So we got Fedex down. So we're actually going to play this to the downside then. That's what it looks like. Yeah, I think 215. So let's see if we can... I would just play it safe. And we could do the 230s. How much is that? So you would risk 182 for 65. So that's like 30% profit. If you want to be a degen, you could sell like the 220s and buy the 222s. That would be a call credit spread. You would risk 150 for $100 profit. You can just buy a few. If you really want to be a real degen and the price is going to come down to 215, then I would sell the 220s, buy the... Oh, no. I would... What the hell? I would sell the 215s. Oh, it's not even worth it, to be honest. I think the 220s are interesting. Let's do that. 220s, 217s. The 217s, 215s are interesting. But if you want to play it safe, I would probably just do the 220s. So sell the 222s, buy... No, I'm sorry. Sell the 220s, buy the... Yeah. I think the 220s and the 222s would be interesting. Yes, sir. I might do this one, honestly. Me personally. Not a recommendation, though. Call credit spreads. I think that's what it's called. Call credit spreads. They would expire out the money. So basically... Let me see. I'm buying the 222s. And I'm selling the 220s. Oh, I could get trapped though. Could get trapped. But the trick is to sell them before expiration so you don't have to have those shares. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so the reason that I'm actually bearish on Fedex now is because of these orders here. The 230s are... What did I say these were? Yeah, these are puts. These are called credit spreads. They're buying 220 the 232s and they're selling the 230s. They're also on top of that buying $300 puts, and then they're also buying 250 puts. So that's pretty crazy, am I right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's an easy play, I think. We'll see how it plays out. And so it looks like it would be coming down to like 213 is what the implied move is. So the 220s I think would be safe. But it could even come down as far as 200. I just don't think the risk reward is there. Let me see real quick. Let's just say we were complete degens and I buy the 210s and sell the 207s. It's just not there. It's like 105 profit for 147 for 145. It's just not there, King. It's not there. I think money really starts changing at the 200 level. Like if I was to buy the 200s and sell the 197s, it's still the same. I think the 220, the 120s are good. What the hell did I say? Was I in the wrong thing? Now I feel stupid if I was. Quickly, let me look at this again. Let's see. Was I? No, I was in the right thing, I think. We're gonna sell and buy. Yeah. We're gonna screenshot this for next week. It's a 66% gain. Easy, I think. We'll see. Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. Plus, we have a head and shoulders right here, my guy. We have a head and shoulders pattern right here. Come on now. Where do y'all want the neckline at? Where do y'all want the neckline at? Come on now. Oh, it actually looks like a descending wedge too, though. So there's always like multiple ways you can chart stuff up. So there's no one way to chart things up. People see stuff differently too. Let's just zoom out. I don't want to wake up. I've been listening to Travis Scott all morning, y'all. So this looks kind of like a few things going on here. Let me get this out of the way just to cut here. There. So I don't know. I guess this could be a head and shoulders here. Right? I love the head and shoulders patterns. You probably see me post about head and shoulders patterns all the time. But it didn't fail to break, so that's bullish, right? But it also does look in it's an ascending, a descending wedge, diagonal wedge. So I'll probably see one more downside down here, boy. I think so. That makes sense, honestly. Yes, sir. This is gonna be a good play. I like it. Fedex to the downside. Bearish. Microsoft, what do we say on Microsoft? What did we say? I said bullish. Yeah, we said bullish because temporarily relief bounce. Because we're in this channel here. Like right here. You know what I'm saying? Like temporary relief bounce to 260 or something. Yeah. And then the orders were bullish on it too. Okay, yeah. We got those two out of the way. Rite Aid, I don't really think has much. Let's look at Blackberry. Blackberry Limited, $5 stock. Ooh. I think it's gonna come down at $4.50 again. See if we got any notifications. It's bearish. Let's look at the clout in here. Ooh, this was a time not too long ago where I was going to 20 nationals. Sleepy Joe, is he asleep? Biden downplays plans to meet with Crown Prince. Okay, let's click on that. New DD. They don't know I used to be a crypto millionaire. Anybody in the crypto millionaire team right now? We've been roasting them right now. Crypto's been dumping. They don't know I used to be a crypto millionaire. Then you got the McDonald's guy with the tats, Bitcoin, Ethereum tats. And McDonald's is hiring. Hey, crypto bros, we're hiring. We get the homeboy hanging. Probably that's not safe for work. And yeah, the homie's mad. He big steaming. I don't want to wake up. The power looks fire. Yeah, I'm down. No, not home right now. Crazy ass storm. Damn. You guys hear about those storms? Did you guys hear about the storms? Yeah, we got heat waves. We got storms. End of the world is here, is what they're saying. Biden downplays plans to meet with Crown Prince. Saudi immediates contradict him. What's going on here? We're not gonna get our oil, or what's up? I'm not going to meet with MBS. I'm going to an international meeting, and he's going to be a part of it. Oh, okay. My bad, Prince. Damn, okay. Hey, I'm just glad we got a couple plays for next week. We got Fedex, we got Microsoft, got a few more that we can look at in just a bit. But I'm just casually looking at the news, getting ready for next week. I think we see a relief bounce. I don't know what this meeting's about though. My man's downplaying it. But you guys know he's nervous, right? He's nervous. The Saudis say Mr. Biden will meet separately with both King Solomon during his visit to the council. I bet. Let me close some of these tabs out. It's getting kind of crowded in here. There is getting real crowded. Downplays, we're done with him. Biden's been joking on us. What a week, my man. Ukraine claims it used U.S. Harpoon missiles to sink Russian. Despite crashing stocks and cryptos, retail investors just won't stop buying all the dips. Is that true, guys? People not done buying the dip? Because you would be down if you keep buying the dip right now. Stock market is a device for the wealthy. Yeah, we know all that. There's not really much news on the weekend though. Crypto's been bleeding off. Large explosion, blazing Gulf, Shanghai. What is going on here with China? What's going on with China? At least one person has been reportedly killed. What is this thing called? Production plan? Okay, what is this? Is this a commodity? What is this called? Anybody know what this is? Does anybody know what this one's called? I'm gonna close this real quick. Some residents within the city's district, explosions. What is this? Is this the commodity or something? Who's that creeping through my window? Oh well, can't really follow up on that, honestly. Ukraine proposed viable peace plan through abruptly cutting off negotiations. Alright, let's go back into the DD. Let's take a look at the DD. Where's my pictures at? Here we go. So we covered Fedex. Blackberry's trash. We're not going to look at it. Rite Aid might be interesting just because they got the buyouts. Let's look at the implied move first. What is it called? Right. I think it's the ticker. No, it's not the ticker. Or is it called? Oh no, it's called RAD. RAD. 17%. Okay. Let's go look at the ticker though. Rite Aid, $6.20. 620 times 1.75. No. 7, so $1, about $1. Interesting. Let's look at the flow for it. RAD, 2,500 or more. Give me some flow, baby. Give me some flow. All right, selling tons of puts, selling tons of calls. All for 715. Let me reset this real quick. Make sure we're getting the right data. Yes, sir. It's RAD. We covered the news at the beginning, so we don't. Oh, look at this. RAD 2,500. Oh, this is from a few days ago. They're buying $21 calls? Hold on, King. Hold on, hold on. $21 a few days ago? Oh, shit. Hold on. Did anybody catch this? Alright, so the only reason I'm surprised is because this stock doesn't really get much flow. It doesn't get really much money. Oh, Lord. There might be something going on here, guys. $8, unless it was a mistake. It might be a mistake. It has to be a mistake. 613. There's a lot of money that went into it. Like 100. Well, that's bearish, but 67, 67, 48. It could be that they're opening these and then closing them, because 67 and 67 is about 112. There could be just some noise. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Let me just look at some of the intra-trade orders, some of the bigger flow. I had to buy a Visa sheet from Moscow. Let me look at 2,500. 25K. There's puts being sold. Nothing else really. Do 1,500. 15,000. Selling puts. Bullish, honestly. Let's look at the chart really quick. It's bullish. I like it bullish. Implied move is 17%. We're going up to 7. What's the IV crush on this? Let's look at the IV crush. This might be an earnings play, my guy. Look at the IV crush though. IV crush. Stock earnings move 33% of the time. Big IV crush. So maybe some spreads. Maybe some spreads. 715 selling the $6 puts, buying the $7 puts. These aren't big orders though. I think some of the big orders, there's a big cope uptick is the word I'm looking for. I'm just checking the news real quick, make sure nothing came through. Okay, we're good. We're trying to be first on the scene, boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so 614, 624, my bad. I'm like hella dumb sometimes. 715s are the ones that got the interest, but they're bearish, they're bullish. These are bullish for some reason. It's just for today though. But there were some orders coming in for that. Was it the ones that we were talking about? For the $21, 715's $21. 715, $21. They're not here though, they're not showing up. Oh, so they probably got closed out. Let's look. Yeah, they got closed out, it looks like. Right here on the 13th, there were like 793, but none of that carried over. It was still 780. Okay, so false alarm, false alarm. 21s are just pump fakes. Might be bearish for this then, because here the 8s for July 15th are bearish. It could be that they're closing out those calls, which is bearish, and they're opening up puts. That's what it looks like, possibly. So let's look at the 6s and the 8s for 7/15. I wish you could just click this and you would be able to go to the options chain for that one. Oh, you can. Bet. Click on that. Show flow for the 7/15s. Oh, you can go into it. Bet. All right. Oh, these are bullish. For some reason, these are bullish. They're selling all the puts. These are just open. They're selling tons of puts for the 6, so that might be bullish. Might be bullish. Let's look at the other one that was interesting. Was it the $8? Let's look at these. All right, so they're buying calls. Yeah, they're buying calls. This is small baby money though. It's like 30 bucks. The big money is selling calls. It's not really, it's just closer to the it's got a big spread. That's why it's got the why it looks like that. I'm gonna actually pay attention to these going into Monday. If that open interest carries over, and that means that they're probably still buying them, even though it says they're selling. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's a spread here too. Let's look at the spread. What would they be connecting this with? Oh, they might be rolling them over. $8 expired worthless, basically. I'm thinking rad to the upside. Let's just put that down as rad to the upside. We'll follow up on those $8 calls for July. See how those carry over. The last one I want to talk about is Carnival, CarMax. Let's just, I don't even, just take a look at the CCL is the ticker. I usually get crushed on earnings with these. Next week, 42 volume. A lot of bullish volume here. The 10s, what's it trading at right now? $9? Is it really trading at $9? Oh, wow. This might be an easy play. I think this is an easy play to the upside. Just clear some of this stuff out. I think Carnival might be an easy play to the upside. We got a gap over there. Is that right? Yeah. Carnival might be a good play to the upside. We got a little baby gap right there. We got the resistance up there. The resistante. You mind? $12. I think that's a good level to watch. Yo, I'm actually kind of hungry now. We got the gap fill here. I think this might be a good play to the upside. It really might be a good play to the upside. Carnival, CCL, bullish. I'm just going to be bullish on that one. I don't see this one going any lower. It already has a pretty big business, and I think their forecast should be big. I think this one might be a good play, honestly. Where's their 2020 level? The 2020 price level? I mean, they're trading at 2020 levels right now. Near 2020 levels. Yeah, I'm gonna be bullish on this. Quickly look at some of the clout. Yeah. CCL I think is bullish. Let's just make sure we're bullish. Cope is rising. Price is rising. Makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna get some calls on this bad boy. 617. These 950 617s. I don't really care about the long-term ones, like I said. Yeah. 617s, did they close in the money? They closed outside the money, I think. Oh no, they closed in the money. That's bullish. 2020, these are all further out. 715 bullish. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think I'm gonna cut all my puts and stuff and start going ham on this stuff. And just be bullish on the market. CCO, I'm bullish. Let me write some of this stuff down. Let's take a look. CCO, bullish. Microsoft, bullish. What else? Fedex, bearish. And what was the other one? I think we had another one. Fedex, rad. I was gonna say bullish on that one too. I do like, let me make sure. This is Microsoft. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, I think we're good. I think we're good. CCL, I'm going to look to play to the upside. Let me make sure I screenshot this to have it. Biggest option orders for CCL are interesting. How is it? It never pops it up anymore. Do that, and we're gonna do 2024, 2023. We don't care about any of these. The ones that we do care are these, and they're all bullish, so that's something to definitely note. Bullish on that, guys. Bullish on that. Cope is rising. Yes, sir. I think this one's gonna be a good one. Let me just make sure the CCL. Let's look at the IV for it before we decide on a trading strategy. 6% IV crush. That's awesome. So we're gonna get calls. Let's look at the call chain for Carnival. Obviously, we're gonna play it safe. Look at this. Insane. $10 for July. They're kind of expensive. They're in the money, though. They're in the money. These might be the ones to play, honestly. The 10s for July. If you want to play it safe. Yeah. Look at the ones for this week. Ooh, no, they're still expensive. They're like half. They're about half, and you don't get that much time. So I would get the 715s. Yeah, I'm gonna get these. The $10 calls for 715. Let's do it. That's gonna be good. Man, we're doing some good work today. We're doing some good work. So I think those are all the ones I'm interested in. Oh, CarMax. You guys want to do CarMax? We can also talk about. We already got our plays with Polestar and stuff. So CarMax. What the hell is it? CarMax. CarMax, KMC. I'm honestly not bullish on automotive right now. Forecast is bad. Where's Carvana anyway? I think more downside for this, but let me look at the IB. AMX. Gonna be bearish for it, but 18%, kind of in the middle. Oh, CCL, let's look at the implied move. 16% out of what, 959? $11, that's gonna be nice. Yes, sir. Okay, KMX, 13% on 86. Let's look. 86 times 1.138. 97. I want to play it to the downside, so 1 minus 0.138 times, was it at 86.99? So 75. Playing Carvana down to the downside. Let's look at the flow for it. Oh, we didn't even look at the flow for CCL. It's bullish though. I like it. I like it. These $10 calls for July are the ones that I'm interested in. We'll take a look at those. Those are the. Actually, let me just save that before I forget. CCL, interesting orders. Right at the ask. So good. KMX. KMX bearish. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I'm bearish on this thing too, my guy. It's easy. Some of these plays are so easy to follow, I think. Look at KMX. Yeah, I might be completely wrong on some of this too, by the way. Cope hasn't completely dropped yet. But we might still be early. Super bearish on some of this. Yeah. Lots of put activity. These are surprisingly bullish for July. Yeah, look at all this bearish move. Bearish 56. Alright, KMX bearish. I think we have all our plays, man. I'm feeling good for this week. Now let's talk about what should we do? Dang, it's already been an hour since I streamed. Alright. Rad. Let me take a quick screenshot of this because I'm interested in that CarMax play to the downside. I'll take a look at it later. Alright, think we're ready. I'll start placing some of that stuff on Twitter. If you guys want to follow me, I'll put some flow and my ideas on there. Now I want to look at just some of the other stuff that we were talking about. If you guys want to talk about Lucid, we can. Take a look at this. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it, honestly. The market. Did we talk about the market? The market's bullish now, I think. We might have one more retouch of this downside. About $15. What do you guys think? One more retouch and then possibly breakout. It could be breaking out. I'd be watching this downtrend resistance. I'm gonna make that smaller though. Don't need all that thickness. Sir, yes sir. It looks like a head and shoulders pattern too though, doesn't it? Head, shoulder, head, shoulder. And yeah. It could be bearish, it could be bullish. That's a pretty good assumption, am I right? It looks like it's in this channel too though. So, like I said, if it gets rejected here, it could come back down to this level down here. I don't know. Just kind of pointing out some stuff. This is a strong resistance too though. Like down this level here, which is where the gap fill is. What's that, $17? I would watch $17. If it breaks above $17, it'll probably come back up to 20. That's what I would say. I think so. I think so. But we already got our plays for next week. I'm excited for those. CCL is probably going to be the most interesting one. Microsoft is good too, but it's just going to be more expensive. So I might not even play Fedex because it's a little more risky. I think CCL is going to be good. Microsoft is going to be good. And CarMax is going to be good too. I think I'm going to play that one to the downside as a nice hedge for any. Let me look at the market or the. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good play. CarMax to the downside. Go to the 1 hour. It kind of already broke under here. If it kind of goes back under what, 87? I mean 80, 85. 85, then yeah, easy coming back down to 70. I would say so. Let me make sure. Yeah, look at all this resistance support that's going to become resistance right there. Once it breaks there, then I mean we have no support. We got some down here, but is it really support? I think 80 will probably be the last support, but that's still some nice profit right there you can take. Then things get pretty scary, I would say. It's really in $10 intervals, but something like that. Yeah, so this is kind of, it's not looking good. I don't think the guidance on automotives right now are good either, because prices are going crazy and inflation, people gotta eat now. So I think this should be a good play to the downside. Pretty simple, I think. Even with a good market, but I don't know. There we go. See, that's got all that support there at $100. It's not going to get above that right now. Yes, sir. YCIM off. I never knew what he was talking about that. Let's look at NIO, because this is one I have puts on right now. I'm getting crushed. Yo, what's up, Big Mo? Do you think Polestar will hit the 50K deliveries? I think so. I think so. They just announced that they have 32K Polestars orders already for Polestar 2. So I think they'll be good. I don't think they would have hit the 65, but the 50K I think is doable. And let's take a look at the chart. We've already covered Polestar on here so much that I feel people know what's going on now. And like I said, I was waiting till Thursday for contracts, and it actually worked out this time, so I'm excited for that. I'm actually bullish for that. But yeah, I think the 50K deliveries would be doable. What do you think? The only thing is, I think Tesla just, like I said on the last stream, Tesla just raised their prices again. So I think Polestar might end up raising their prices all up also. And then, like I said, there's just like a lot of news going on with electric vehicles right now. Like the forecast and stuff got downgraded from 8.7, no, from 9 million to 8.7 million. So that also happened too. So like the energy sector or the EV sector's kind of been beat down and stuff. So short term, I don't know. It's just a lot of FUD out there. But I think long term EVs will be fine. And the merger, that's probably the biggest thing where everyone's excited for, right? What do you guys want to look at on the chart? We still have this $10 resistance, which we closed above. So this is actually something I didn't mention last time. But we finally closed above our weekly levels, which are these lines here, these red lines that I've marked up. We finally closed above, so that's actually bullish for us for the stock. And so I think Tuesday, I think we're probably gonna go up to like, I would say we could possibly gap up. I mean, close to like 1070, probably higher. Merger date is probably 24th, 22nd is just the vote, right? Yeah, but I think after the vote, you stop trading. So there'll be like, Wednesday will be the vote, the meeting, and then Thursday it won't be tradable, and then Friday it'll start trading as PSNY. Or if, worst case scenario, probably Monday it'll start trading as PSNY. It's exciting times though, because they also have that Greenwood or the Greenhill presentation where they're gonna do the run up the hill with they're still gonna do the Polestar one run up, and they're still gonna do the competition with. So I'm sorry, let me say that again. They're gonna do the competition with the P1, the P2, and then they're gonna try the P5. They're gonna debut the P5. Yes, sir. But I'm so caught up with the news on Polestar and I talk about it all the time. So not surprised. They're a good company, I think. Yes, sir. But that's what we mainly cover on this channel. The Polestar stuff. I try to get it out there. I've been doing live streams on it, but so hopefully you guys join the live streams. Dang. I'm kind of bullish though. Short term it's kind of hard to predict, but long term I think they're good. I just think, do redemptions affect the float? I think so. Because if they do the redemptions, then they just want their money back. I don't think they sell their shares to somebody else, do they? I don't think so. It might affect the float. That's a good question, actually. Honestly, I don't know. But I think it does. So it might not be was it 20 billion shares? No, 20 billion market cap. It's gonna have like 22 share float or outstanding shares. I think it does affect the float though. Which I think is some of the reason that some of the SPACs rally and stuff. Like this one started rallying, and we talked about this one yesterday actually. Let me clear some of this out. Yeah, this one was a SPAC. This was the Algae, it's a charging company in Europe. It was a SPAC here. Then I think it merged and then it rallied up. 2 billion shares. Yeah, so it might be like 1.8 or something, just kind of based off redemptions. But I don't think a lot of people are gonna do the redemptions because it's still trading above $10. This is the Algae SPAC, the Spartan acquisition. They merged and then they rallied. So I think something will happen like that. Redbox was the other one I talked about yesterday. And this one was a SPAC as well. Way back here, it was a SPAC. And then it did the, wait, what the hell, where's it at? Back here, this was a SPAC too. Redbox. It was a SPAC and then it wasn't a huge run, but there it is. Yeah, here's the history for it. It went up to 20 actually. So yeah, we kind of talked about that yesterday. And then DCFC was another SPAC that did the little SPAC squeeze. This one actually came down further though, but then it did the SPAC run. And there's also one more, but I don't think the move on this one was big. It went from 6 back up to 11 or $10. But this one's just, this is Virgin Orbit. It's such a big, like, their revenue is so bad, so that I'm not surprised it's trading at this level, honestly. But this one has how many shares does it have now? It's got a small float, 13 million. Got a baby float. So I don't know what is the short on this actually. Let's look at the short for it. Just curious. If you guys have any tickers you guys want me to look at, definitely put them in the comments. I'll take a look at them. Oh my goodness, it's got 24% short interest. I mean, this one could be a squeeze meme. I don't know, because it hasn't really had one, honestly. So that's what happened to Redbox. People started picking up on Redbox, and they started running it up. See, it came all the way down to like $2 or $3. It took some time though. So it took what, from January all the way to April? It took a couple months, and then people started picking up on it, and it started running. So Warp could actually do that too, honestly, because it's got a short baby float. But it could be some time though. Just do that. Maybe end of November or something. I don't know. I'm just November, September or something. People could probably pick this one up. It would be nice to see. It'd be interesting to see what's going on with stock market in November, because isn't that where the elections happen? We'll see how that's going. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You guys trading any stocks? What stocks are you guys trading this week? I've got a couple things already lined up. I don't know if you joined the live stream late, but I got some stuff pulled up. Kind of excited. Some boomer stocks, honestly, but I think they have a good potential to make some nice gains. What about you guys? I don't think anybody's in here anymore. Damn. It'd be like that though. I feel like I've already covered everything on GGPI. It's just a waiting game, you know. So I'm not exactly sure what else I can cover, and I don't want to just milk people. So yeah, if I don't have anything to say on it, like the DD is done basically, you know what I'm saying. And now I'm on to other plays. And this one's in the long term. It's got some options, so we chilling, you know. Feel me? Lucid. Did we say Lucid? What did we say on Lucid? Yeah. I don't really like Lucid, to be honest. But people won't tell you guys that. People only tell you what you want to hear. I think we come back down to 15. I feel like it. I'm feeling it. But the market's near the low, like I said. So if we can break back up, I think above 68, then we might fill up this gap up here. Go back up to 79, 78, 10-point move. It could happen. Because it did a perfect bounce off of the like super outdated lows, like up here. What is it, 62? Yeah, it did a nice little bounce right there. So bottom might be in short term, and then we could rally back up. Maybe fill out those gaps, and then when we get more data, then we start selling off again. Because these are basically, I don't know, they're like bear, you know, kind of like that. I think we got to go fill these gaps. SPY likes to fill all these gaps. You see we had a gap there. Where else did we have gaps that we filled them? Here, we had a gap here. It likes to fill the gaps. So I feel like it's going to go back up and fill those before we actually do a market crash. That's a good way to think about it, actually. I wouldn't see a market crash until we fill these gaps. I don't know. Actually, there's one that never got filled. There's a gap filled that never got filled there. So I don't know. Maybe it doesn't go back up there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think that's it, guys. Nobody has any questions. I'm done with my stock picks, and I'm gonna go grab some food, I think. think that's it. What else? What else do I got? What else do I got? Let me ask Trippy if he's gonna join. I don't think he's gonna join. I don't think he's got anything going. That man's not gonna answer me. I already know. That man's in the middle of a storm right now. That's what he was saying. What the fuck? Brand new, brand new. Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with some of my friends tonight. Bro, I swear. I don't know, people on Twitter be unfollowing me. I don't know why. Guess I'm too real for some of this stuff. I just stay honest, man. That's all I can do. Look at Bitcoin though. People don't want to hear some stuff. Look at that, man. Yeah, 1700 on the way. It's easy to say it's bearish when it's coming down though, you know? It's gonna come touch 76, I think. 176. I wouldn't even consider this a support. I guess we could. What, 16.2? 162? Things are gonna get bad though, man. People don't want to listen though. They think stonks only go up, crypto only goes up. I think this might be bad for the market though. Because what happened last week? Look at the weekly. I don't really look at the weekly chart, but let's look at the weekly chart. Yeah, oh my goodness, look at this. Huge weak sell-off. And there's the head and shoulders I was talking about. The head and shoulders pattern right there. But I think in the long term, just clean this up. Right here, I would say. Give me the root. Yeah, I would say we're coming down to 5,000. 5K on Bitcoin, I think. 5K. I think so. In the long term, I think it'll bottom out around there. And this looks like the biggest scam right now, doesn't it? I would have sold. I would have sold. I don't have that much Bitcoin though, so doesn't really make a difference for me. We in too deep. Yeah, this is Bitcoin in the middle of a dump. I think the end is going to be around 5,500. Possibly, I don't know, about 10 is going to be a good support, but the head and shoulders right here that I see, it's in trends down here. All right, I think I'm going to jump off if nobody has any questions. Rip Bitcoin. It'll come back soon. Put that bad boy in there. Yeah, it's sad. It's a sad day. Sad day for Bitcoin. It's coming down though. Alright, I'm gonna go grab some food. Thanks for those that showed up for a little bit. And hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a great weekend. Extra day in the market. Or off the market. Before the market. Yeah. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.